Hey everyone, this is the Blackjack Hacker here and welcome to a brand new video. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about online casinos versus real life casinos for card counting in Blackjack. So it's a real debate if it's actually better to card count in online casinos or in real life casinos. So I'll be covering up different factors that will tell you if it's better online or in real life. And at the end, I will tell you which is the best option for you and why. So yeah, make sure to like this video for more Blackjack content and let's get right in. So the number one factor you want to take into consideration is the difficulty. So online casinos, the difficulty is really easy. And the reason why is because you do not need to use your brain, okay? Because you have a friend called a card counting software. So this software will literally do everything for you, okay? All you're doing is just clicking on three buttons that trigger each a -1 count, a 0 count, and a +1 count. And that's it. Like literally the card counting software is literally going to do everything for you. It's going to calculate your true count, running count, the number of decks left, the number of cards left, and all the other things related to card counting. The other reason why is because you literally do not need to memorize the count, okay? The software is literally doing that for you, okay? All you're doing is looking at the cards that are being dealt and clicking on the right button. So now in real life casinos, the difficulty is considered as hard. Okay, so a lot of people think it's easy to card count in real life casinos, but it's actually really hard. It takes a lot of practice to master. And the first reason why is because you need to be really focused. Okay, when you're at the blackjack table, remember that the dealer is dealing really fast. So you really need to keep track of the exact running count and also the exact true count without getting mixed up. Also, you have to memorize the count, okay? So let's say the first hand is dealt, and now the dealer is proceeding to the second hand. You need to remember what the exact running count was and what the exact true count was, because or else you're going to miss on tons of profits and your card counting is not going to be accurate, so you're missing on just a lot of money-making opportunities. And the reason why it's also really hard to card count in real life casinos is because you have a ton of distractions, okay? So first of all, you have these slot machines that are really loud, especially when people win big or like trigger a bonus game. It makes a lot of noise, and if people win big in a slot machine, they'll usually like scream, and it will just prevent you from staying focused, and that can really be annoying, and it can really be hard for you to card count in those cases. There's also the blackjack players that are at your actual table. Some people who are, for example, drinking a lot, well, they'll usually like talk really loud, and it can really make you like unfocused. And also the dealer sometimes talks to you, and the biggest distraction is the actual employees that come like every 5 to 10 minutes to ask you if you want something to drink or to eat. Now, the second big factor when it comes to comparing these two options is the amount of profits you're going to make. So in online casinos, it is considered as low profits. And the reason why is because, first of all, it has bad house rules, okay? So in online casinos, you cannot double down after splits. You're not able to resplit aces, and you do not have the surrender option that is available for you. So that's pretty bad house rules. Now, the second reason why it gives you low profits is because of low deck penetration, okay? Actually, deck penetration is a really important factor when it comes to card counting. So by the way, I have a video on that in the description that you guys could check out. But pretty much in most online casinos, you will have 50% deck penetration, and that's really bad. Because in a nutshell, okay, deck penetration is basically the percentage of the amount of cards the dealer is going to deal before taking the cutting card and reshuffling the whole shoe and bringing in a new shoe in the game, okay? So that means you can only count half of the whole shoe, and you will miss out on the second half of the cards that could have been beneficial for you, okay? So high cards are really good for you when you're card counting. So let's say half of the time the high cards are going to be in the second half, but you won't be able to bet big and bet big amounts and get good true counts, because most of the time the good true counts only come near the end of the shoe, but you'll miss out on that because the dealer is going to reshuffle the cards and just bring on a brand new shoe for you to restart your card counting. Also, the third reason why it gives you low profits is because it has slow dealing. Okay, so if you realized, when you play in online casinos, the dealers are usually really slow, and also the game is just so slow because online casinos actually allow players up to 10 seconds to decide what action they should do. Either they should hit, stay, double down, or split. So it takes a lot of time. So let's say if you have 5 people literally playing before you and they all take 10 seconds each to just take action, it can really take long, and you will not have a lot of hands dealt per hour. And pretty much what increases your profits and your EV is the amount of hands you're getting per hour, because the more hands you can play per hour, the better it is, because the more profits you can make. A great comparison of this is, let's take 2 employees at a McDonald's. Okay, so let's say the first employee works at McDonald's around like 30 hours a week, and let's say his friend actually works the same job as in McDonald's, but only works 20 hours a week. Which one is going to make more money? Definitely the person who's working 30 hours per week, because he's just working more for the same exact job. So it's the same thing over here. The more hands you're going to be able to play, let's take, for example, let's say you're playing 100 hands per hour, you're definitely going to make way more profits than someone who is card counting and only getting around 50 hands per hour, okay, if you're playing at the same amount of stakes. Now, in real life casinos, you can expect really big profits, and this is where the real potential money is. And the reason why is because it has really good house rules. There's a lot of real life casinos that offer blackjack surrender, that offers you to double down after splits and resplitting aces. Also, in real life casinos, it usually has high deck penetration. In my local casino, I usually get around 70 to 80% deck penetration, and that's really good because it allows you to card count and see almost the whole shoe. So your card counting is going to be way more accurate, first of all, and you're going to get way more times where you're going to be able to place big bets and get good true counts. Also, the dealing is really fast in real life casinos. If you never played in real life casinos, you're going to realize that the dealers are really fast. And the reason why is because casinos want customers to stay, and they want customers to continue playing. And the way you're going to keep those customers is to keep them entertained. So by playing it fast and just dealing fast, it's going to excite them even more, because if the dealer is too slow and it's just too slow paced, players are going to get bored and probably leave the casinos. And that's not what the casinos want. They want the players to stay because that's how they make their money, okay? From people who don't know what card counting is, just regular gamblers, okay? Now, the third factor that comes into this debate is actually how accessible it is. Now, in online casinos, it's highly accessible, and the reason why is because you have instant access on your computer or your phone. Literally, like, if you wake up in the morning, you can already jump on your computer next to you and log in your online casino and start card counting. It literally takes 2 minutes and you're already there playing blackjack. Also, it has a numerous amount of online casinos available for you to play. So when you're card counting, maybe at a certain point, if an online casino realizes that you're card counting and bans you from their online casinos, it's still good because you have tons of other opportunities, because every single year there's so many different casinos opening, okay? Because the online community is getting so popular these days that online gambling is getting just more and more popular. So every single year there's hundreds, even thousands of new casinos opening every year. So even though you're getting banned from one casino, you can easily just sign up on an other online casino right after and start card counting on that new online casino, and it will just never end, because if that process still happens, you have hundreds of other online casinos to try out and card count. Now, the third reason is that it has no extra costs, okay? So basically, when I withdraw my profits in online casinos, they never charge me extra to withdraw or deposit my funds, which is really nice. Now, in real life casinos, it's not really accessible. Now, the first reason why is because it requires a lot of traveling, okay? So, for example, my local casino, the closest one, is at 45 minutes from my house. So I need to travel a lot with my car and do 45 minutes back and forth. So, it could be annoying, and it just requires a lot of traveling. Okay. Also, the second reason is because it has a low amount of casinos available. Okay, depending where you live, usually in most countries there's not like a ton of casinos available. And let's say you get banned. Okay, let's say I get banned in my closest local casino, which is 45 minutes. The other closest one is literally at like 2 hours from my house. So like it would take so long to just go at your other casinos. So it would really be annoying. And let's say you get like banned from all the casinos in your country, then you have to travel to other countries. So it would take you hours to just go there and actually play. So it could get really annoying at some times. And the third reason is because it has extra costs. So, for example, when I'm actually playing and want to withdraw $500, I have to pay a $3 extra fee to cash out my money at the ATM machine. Also, I have to pay gas every time I'm going to my local casino. So 45 minutes back and forth, it usually costs me around $15 of gas every time I'm going there. So now, finally, which one is the actual best for you? Now, there's not really one good or bad answer. It really depends on what type of player you are and what you're looking for when you're card counting. So what I recommend is that if you're a beginner, card counting is actually better to do in online casinos, okay? Because like I said, card counting is actually really hard, and it really it takes actually a lot of time to actually master. So if you're still not there yet, it's just way easier and way less stressful to just card count online and still make profits playing the game. So for more advanced players, so people who practice a lot of card counting and are really masters at card counting, I do actually recommend to do this in real life casinos. And the reason why is because there's so many better house rules. Also, it's just way more fast paced, so you get more hands dealt per hour, so that increases your EV and your profits overall. Okay, like you can make so much more money when you're playing in real life than online, just because of these factors. So yeah, guys, this was pretty much it. Let me know what is your favorite way to card count and why. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, because I will be uploading more blackjack card counting tips and tricks in the future. But yeah, this was it for today, guys, and see you next one. Bye bye.